Hello again, football fans, and welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm Brody Kosiera from PC3 Media, and it's a pleasure to be joined once again by Valparaiso Vikings head coach Bill Marshall. Coach, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, Brody.
Coach, let's go back to last Friday night. It was senior night and your team's home opener against Andrean. The crowd was rocking, but Andrean got off to a fast start to take an early lead. What do you attribute to your team's early struggles?
I think it's just anytime a team comes into Valparaiso High School, it's kind of like a Super Bowl for them, regardless of who they are. And I think it means even more to have Andrean come in because there are Valpo kids on that roster. And I also think, being a lower division of school, meaning, a 2A school versus a 5A school, we came out unprepared to go ahead and meet them on their level of energy.
Yeah. Julian Stokes' 97-yard kickoff return right before the half really electrified that crowd and got your team on the board right before half. Do you feel that if that play changed the momentum of the game?
I really do. I had a conversation with Julian yesterday, and I just kind of kept feeding to him just how electric he can be. And candidly, I think we haven't even seen everything that Julian is capable of yet. But to be able to have a player on your team who has accounted for 5 touchdowns in 2 games tells you just how electric he is. And then hearing, as you and I were talking offset, just how the fan changed, how the momentum changed going into halftime with that opening kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah. In the second half, the defense seemed to increase the pressure and cause a couple key turnovers. Was that a scheme change at halftime, or did the momentum change before the half factor in?
Yeah, I think the momentum change helped, knowing that we had to go back out there and get a defensive stand and then being able to do so. Really, the adjustments we made were not overwhelming. They were just guys doing their jobs, being a little bit more physical, running their feet on tackles, which I think we talked about last week as well. And so progressively getting better. This week we get a little bit healthier as well. We get some defensive personnel back as well as some offensive personnel.
Once again, Thomas Berto was unstoppable in the second half as we held him for 180 all-purpose yards. Can you talk about his performance and how his performance affects the rest of the team?
Yeah, part of the reason I have the shirt on is obviously for Patriot Night coming up, but it's also kind of a mentality that Thomas has really been in his entirety in our program. He doesn't care about the attributes. He doesn't care about everything going his way. He's more about next rep, next set. Just keep working harder and harder at everything that he does.
Coach, week 3 starts the DAC schedule, and you got the LaPorte Slicers coming into town in a game that will be streamed live on PC3 Media. What can fans look forward to from your team as you begin the DAC schedule?
Yeah, I think the first thing is to start with an invitation for all of you that are in the stands that are veterans or military personnel, first responders. We'd love to have you on the field with us at 6:15, and about 6:25 we'll have you actually enter the field. And really be able to say thank you for the selfless job that you all have done and are doing currently. So I think that's a highlight for me, this game year in and year out, and being able to really say our thanks is huge for me. In regards to the game, we're just excited. I think LaPorte offense is a newly revamped offense, and so it's back to old school football. It may be the first time in several years we've ever seen 2 running backs in the backfield for an opponent. So it comes back to power football and us being able to withstand that power football that they're going to try to run. Offensively for us, we do like our key matchups. We like our athletes that we have out on the edges. And then as you mentioned earlier with Thomas Berta in the backfield and a great offensive line and tight end accompaniment in front of them, we're looking forward to some real smash mouth football, as they call it.
Coach Marshall, thank you once again for joining us here on Coach's Corner.
Thank you. I appreciate the invite.
That's all the time we have for today. Be sure to join us as the Vikings enter week 3 to take on the LaPorte Slicers in the DAC action. Signing off from PC3 Media, I'm Brody Kosiera for Coach's Corner.
Welcome to the PC3 pregame show for tonight's game between the Valparaiso Vikings and the LaPorte Slicers. I am Johnny Klumpy. This is Devin Alsman. I will be doing the color commentary for tonight, and Devin is our main analyst. Devin, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I think tonight's game is going to be kind of an offensive showing, but we could also see different kinds of plays after only 2 weeks behind each team.
It'll be very interesting to see. We don't have a lot to go off of as there's only been 2 weeks. This is the third week of high school football in Northwest Indiana. Now, Valpo is 1-1. LaPorte is 0-2. Valpo lost to Penn in week 1, 49-42, and they beat Andrean last week, 28-21. LaPorte, their first loss was to New Prairie in week 1, 33-14, and they lost last week, 28-6 to Lowell. How do you think these two teams match up against each other?
I think these two teams match up favoring Valpo a little bit because Valpo's offense is a bit stronger, but I think Valpo needs to play good defense tonight to stand a chance.
They definitely do need to play good defense, and defense that has struggled for the first 6 quarters of their season, but they played really well in the second half last week against Andrean. So, Devin, what are your keys to the game tonight?
My keys to the game for Valpo will be keep the penalties down. Against Andrean, they had 10-plus penalties that just really cost them from being able to take a huge lead against Andrean. And then my keys to the game for LaPorte is take advantage of Valpo's inability to stop the run game. Both games, Valpo could not stop Penn or Andrean from running, so I think the Slicers need to take advantage of that.
That is very true. My keys to the game for Valpo is to keep the ball on the ground and control the pace of the game. They have an elite running back in Thomas Berta, who's second in the Northwest Indiana region in rushing yards. He is just such a talented runner. And then for LaPorte is keep the turnovers down. Don't let Valpo make havoc happen on defense, as Valpo forced 3 turnovers last week and completely changed the game with their turnovers. Who are your players to watch tonight, Devin?
My players to watch is Julian Stokes for Valpo. He last week had a kick return touchdown against Andrean that shifted the momentum towards Valpo. He has a rushing play, and then he has 8 receptions over 172 yards. And he right now is the 4th in receiving yards in the whole Northwest Indiana. And then for LaPorte, my player to watch is Keegan Henkel. He's a kick returner. He has 5 kickoff returns for 152 yards, an average of 30. He also plays running back time to time.
And as you said, he broke off an 84-yard kick return, which is huge. And that can be huge for LaPorte's offense if they're struggling. He can just jumpstart the offense and put them in the red zone early on. My players to watch, for Valpo, it's their defensive middle linebacker, Brendan Gagan. He had 7 tackles, a sack, and an interception last week. He was a big part of that second-half comeback that Valpo had. The sack started getting the defense going early, and the interception helped seal the deal in the second half. And then my player to watch for LaPorte is another defensive player, their middle linebacker, R.J. Carnes. He has 29 total tackles this year, averaging 14 and a half game, which is really impressive from a linebacker spot. He also has a pass defended. I mean, he caused an incompletion. He's a very impressive and will be a fun player to watch for LaPorte.
Yeah, I think it will be a good game tonight. And then also for Valpo, we have a story for the quarterback. Game 1, quarterback Kellen Hosek had a great game against the arguably better team Penn, and against Andrean in week 2, he just struggled.
It'll be very interesting to see which version of Kellen Hosek we get. I mean, it's week 1. He had 299 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. He also added a little bit on the ground, and he was also 17 of 30 for completions to attempts. But last week he only had 73 yards and an interception, didn't even throw a touchdown, and was 5 of 13 on his completions. It'll be interesting to see, and it might change how Valpo plays, because in week 1 they ran the football very well, but they also were able to pass the ball a lot. I mean, they attempted 30 passes because Kellen was playing so well. But last week they only attempted 13 because Kellen really struggled in the first half and couldn't really get a rhythm going and struggled to find a receiver.
Yeah, I think if Kellen can play like he did the first game of the season, then we'll see more passing, the wide receivers getting going. But if Kellen's struggling, Berto will just have to carry like he did last week.
And it's very interesting to see because Thomas Berta has been so good this year, and he was even great in week 1 when Kellen played well. So it almost changes Valpo's offense completely, because they can be a completely dynamic offense where they can pass or run at an elite level, or they can just run an elite level like they did last week. which version of Valpo's offense do you think we'll get this week?
I'm expecting Kellen to bounce back. I don't know. I think he'll do better, but I don't think he'll be like week 1. I think he'll slightly improve, but he's still figuring out bumps in the road.
Yeah, I mean, this will only be his 3rd varsity start, so it'll be interesting to see how he figures it out, especially because he was so good week 1, but then struggled week 2. Maybe if he can find a balance where he's not like the elite, best of the best quarterback that he was week 1, but he also doesn't want to struggle like he did last week. Maybe find a good middle ground, throw maybe 2 touchdowns for like 190 yards, and just have a good performance. Allow Valpo to be able to pass the ball, something they really couldn't do last week. And then for LaPorte, what do you think they can do to stop the Valpo offense?
I think we need to watch out for, or Valpo needs to watch out for 2 players on defense, R.J. Carnes and Dawson Sheave. They are 4th and 5th, respectively, for tackles in Northwest Indiana, with Carnes having 29 and Shrev having 24.
That'll be very interesting to see because they could be huge in stopping the run. Because if LaPorte can find a way to stop Thomas Berta, that would be huge for them to try and get a win. Because if you can stop Berta, you might be able to stop Valpo's offense, especially if Kellen struggles like he did last week. What do you think LaPorte's offense need to do, though? Because they have kind of struggled through 2 games.
I think LaPorte needs to run the ball because Valpo's shown struggles to stopping the run game, both games, and I feel like they need to take advantage of that.
And I also think they need to get a good rotation at running back because against Andran last week, they are not as big of a roster as most like DAC teams. And their backup running back came in the second half but really struggled. But the guy who started the game in the first half had a touchdown and ran all over the Valpo defense. So if you're LaPorte, I think you need to use 2 running backs, get them both in and out, get them rested so like the starter can make his big runs and make a huge impact on the game.
Yeah, I feel like that's very important because we saw last week in Drain that since they had players playing offense and defense, they tired out, and then the second half, Valpo was able to come back. I feel like LaPorte needs to just take it slow, not tire out, and try to find holes in this Valpo defense in their run game.
Do you think this year's game will be anything like last year's game for Valpo and LaPorte?
I don't know because the final score was 49-0 Valpo, but obviously it's a new quarterback, Kellen Hosek. He's a junior, less experienced, but I think the score will be a bit less, and it might be a bit closer.
I think it'll be closer because Valpo's defense has struggled this year, and they lost a lot of players from last season. It's like a brand-new team out there outside of a couple guys on the offense. They've kept a lot of the offensive line and skill position on the offense, but a completely new look on defense for the most part. So it'll be interesting to see how they can respond because they did beat them 49-0 last year, but I think LaPorte will be able to score on this Valpo defense because the Valpo defense has struggled because we thought last week that they would. And everybody thought that they would just blow out and drain, but they couldn't do that because the defense couldn't get stops in the first half. So I think LaPorte will keep it close for the most part, stay in it constantly while Valpo's defense tries to figure things out.
Yeah, but at the same time, things change because, like you said, we thought Valpo was going to run away against Andran, and Andran showed up. If LaPorte wants to show up tonight, they can keep the game close if they want to.
Definitely can, but they also do have to worry about stopping the Valpo offense. Andran did it for a half last week, so LaPorte, that's probably the film they are watching, seeing how they can attack the weaknesses that Valpo showed in the first half to keep Valpo from scoring, because Valpo put up 42 points in week 1 and still scored 21 points on offense. One was a special teams touchdown last week, but had 21 offensive points, but it was all in the run game. So it'll be interesting to see how Valpo can put their points on the board. Yeah,
I think LaPorte needs, if they want a good chance to win, they need to just not let Kellen get going. If they make him play like he did against Andran, Valpo will not be going for passes. They'll run the ball. And since now you know they're running the ball, you just have to stop Berta.
Yeah, it'll be very hard to stop Berta, but if they think they can do it, they got to try to. So, and then also, it'll be interesting to see because Valpo has kind of dominated LaPorte in their history over the last 35 years. Valpo has 28 wins, LaPorte has 12 wins. So it'd be interesting to see which of the teams adds to their win count and which teams takes the loss tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but I feel like we'll see a much better game this year than compared to last year.
That's true. I didn't think it'll be closer as Valpo's defense has kind of struggled, and maybe LaPorte's offense can show something that they've struggled to show in the first 2 weeks of the season. But I mean, we'll be in the booth tonight. We'll be calling the game.
Yeah, we will.
And this was the PC3 pregame show, and we can't wait for you guys to watch this great game that we have for tonight.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
From Viking Field, PC3 Sports is on the air. Tonight, we have the 0-2 LaPorte Slicers coming into Viking Field to face the 1-1 Valparaiso Vikings, coming off a bounce-back win last week against Andrean. Stay tuned for our pregame and sit down with Coach Marshall. This is PC3 Media. PC3 Sports pregame brought to you by the Memorial Opera House in downtown Valpo. Visit memorialoperahouse.com for event details. We will get you ready for LaPorte versus Valparaiso. And we are back here for another exciting Friday night football game. The LaPorte Slicers coming to Viking Field. And we were going to watch the highlights from the last game. The Andrean 59ers came into Valpo Field rocking 21-0 off the bat. And they were not showing signs of slowing down until the second half hit. And we just saw a Valpo offense explode, and the defense showed up there in the second half.
It really did. Their defense showed out in the second half. They had struggled through their first 6 quarters of the season, but they really showed out in the second half of last week's game.
Yeah, we saw junior quarterback Kellen Hosek have a struggle game last week. It was a pretty struggle from the first half and second half.
But the running back, Thomas Berta, kind of put the team on his back, scored 3 touchdowns, and helped lead the Valpo to a 28-21 win last week.
Yeah, Valpo had a very struggling first half, and that's not good. From when you come into a game, you cannot be struggling coming off. So you have to be rolling right away.
And here's Thomas Berta, who we were just talking about, put the offense on his back last week, runs up the middle. He will run right at you and just run you over if you don't make a strong, hard tackle.
Yeah, he really pushed through that D-line there, scoring 2 touchdowns last game, 3 touchdowns last game. Apologies.
No, sorry, 2. It was 2.
It was 2.
And then this was the open of the second half, was the Andrean kickoff that we thought, oh, maybe Andrean would continue their dominance. But after that kickoff, it was a huge struggle.
Yeah, very issues for quarterback Brady Ellis. He had just a lot of bobbles, a lot of low snaps, high snaps. Everything went wrong for this Andrean offense. They really couldn't get something to click here.
And here's that Valpo defense that we were talking about. They tallied a bunch of sacks in that second half, along with 3 interceptions in that second half, which you'll see later in these highlights. But it was just a good game, a great half for the Valpo defense.
Yeah, they put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that's what they got to do to repeat tonight to get that same success they had last week.
Very much. But let's see what the Valpo defense can do tonight. They've struggled through the first 2 weeks outside of that half, but they allowed 49 to Penn in week 1, and then they still allowed 21 points last week to Andrean. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to struggling through.
Yeah, something they also struggled on in this game was penalties. And penalties, they gave up a lot of yards last game. So let's see if they can pick it up this week.
Yeah, it was very interesting. A lot of flags, a lot of weird stuff with the referees, a lot of weird calls, but it'll be interesting to see how Valpo responds. Here is the coin toss.
Yep. The coin toss is now going. Brendan Gagan and Thomas Berta are both out there for Valpo, two of the main contributors of last game that really helped them secure that win. So during this game, what does Valpo's offense have to do to show up like early on? Like
run the football. They're just dominant on the ground. They struggled in the passing game last week, even though they put up a great performance week 1. But Thomas Berta has been great through both weeks, so I think you keep giving it to him.
Yeah, it's definitely the game plan here for Coach Marshall early on. As we had a talk of Coach's Corner earlier, we saw that. We still haven't seen the full potential of Juju Stokes, so we'll see if he gets some more touches.
Yeah, because he only had two catches last week, so it'll be interesting to see how they use him this week.
Valpo has won the coin toss and has deferred to get the ball in the second half, so LaPorte will get the ball first.
And we will get to see LaPorte's offense.
Yep. And early on, this Valpo sideline is getting hype, and so are the fans, something that did not happen last week. And
in
that
the first half, yeah.
Yeah, that really struggled them.
And it is Patriot Night, so we are honoring all veterans and former U.S. veterans tonight.
And during halftime, we'll have a segment honoring veterans from PC3 crew and their family members. And during halftime, we all decided to set up a special presentation for all of our beloved family members from that served.
The kick returner for LaPorte will be Keegan Henkel. He averages about 5 returns per game, 152 yards and 30 yards on average per return. And Trevor Faudner will be kicking for Valpo here. He had a really good game last week, didn't miss a single extra point, and had some pretty good kickoffs.
Ready to get started.
It's going to be a fun one tonight here. It is about 60 degrees with some high wind, and we are underway. And they're going to let it go back for a touchback here.
Faudner's kick is a touchback. LaPorte will take over 1st and 10 from the.
Let's talk about LaPorte's quarterback here. Aiden Penzol, 19 for 37, 51.4% quarterback completion rate.
I mean, it's not the best numbers, but it's definitely good. You above that 50% mark, and that's where you want to be, especially as a high school quarterback. A lot going on, especially as quarterback, leading an offense.
Yeah, Joey Kirk and Keegan Henkel, 2 wide receivers that are pretty good. Had a little off week last week. 2 receptions, 8 yards. 3 receptions, 23 yards. So offense had a pretty big slowdown last week, but let's start this off here. It's a snap. It's a toss back. He throws it up. Deep and overthrown. A really good play design, just could not execute it.
Very interesting start to go with the running back throw on the first play of the game. Not something I would have expected from this LaPorte offense. Very interesting to see early on.
That's something you would probably save for later on in the game, like a trick play. They just went out with it right away, and that might be the approach for this LaPorte offense, to just go on right away and get the chains moving.
I mean, I like it, though. You're going for the big play. Set a tone early.
Yeah, you definitely want to set the tone against this Valpo defense, who has been thriving these last 2 quarters, which they have struggled early on. But knowing what they did last week against Andrean, it has been pretty good. Here we go. It's a handoff up the middle and stopped. Lost for a yard of 1.
Ball is loose, and Valpo's pointing that they have it, but it'll stay with LaPorte.
Long 3rd down here, 3rd and 11 about. Let's see what LaPorte can cook up here to move the chains early. Cannot go 3 and out right away. That would not be good for them.
Yeah, especially because if this Valpo defense can get a stop this early in the game, it might be a very long night for LaPorte.
It will be. Because if this Valpo sideline gets hype, if the fans get hype, it's going to be a really loud night for Andrean.
Especially a very packed house tonight for Patriot Night. Very cool to see from the Valpo fans.
I think LaPorte should be running the ball tonight because last game we saw Andrean take advantage
stop
of
you
it.
there. It's a fake here. It's going to be a little short route, and no good. A little high throw. Made him jump for it and take it down.
Looking for Lucas Del Rio, the tight end. Couldn't find him, though. Good coverage from Valpo. And here comes the LaPorte punt unit. Great defensive possession by Valpo. And it is very interesting to see their defense get an early stop, something they have struggled to do their first 2 weeks.
Yeah, we just talked about it, how momentum can really change this game. And already moving on, Valpo's defense has been rolling. So 4th and 12 here. They are kicking from deep back. Juju Stokes will be the returner. And it is up. He muffed the kick. No one in sight. And the ball is rolling back all the way to the 16-yard line. What a terrible
kick. That's the 11-yard line.
That's the 11. That's really
very interesting to see. Valpo has exceptional field position to start their first offensive possession.
And let's get a replay on that one. Let's check. So we see the kick was just straight up.
Yeah.
I think he might have bobbled it. It might have came loose there. But the ball just kept on bouncing back. No one knew where it was for a second, but the LaPorte special team saw it, and that goes all the way back to the 11.
Not the bounce
So
LaPorte wants, but the bounce Valpo wants. And here is Kellen Hosek, the junior quarterback, on.
Very good field position. Kellen ready to throw. First play of the game. Caught. Juked there. And at the 1-yard lines. 1st and goal for Valpo.
And Valpo's targeting their big tight end. That's Keegan Bagley, who has had only 3 catches this year, and they were all in week 1. Didn't record a catch last week, but he's off and has a catch early this week.
Yeah, right now it's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. I'm thinking Thomas Berta here. It gotta be. That was correct. Up the middle, he's pushing, and he gets it. Touchdown, Valpo, early on. 6-0 Valpo. Just under 2 minutes in this game, and Valpo is already rocking.
Wow, very interesting start, and definitely not the start LaPorte wanted, but the start Valpo wanted. Here's our replay, and just
pushes through there.
Give it to Thomas Berta. I mean, that's what we talked about pregame, is run the ball, keep it out of LaPorte's hands, and see what Thomas Berta can do on the ground, and he's going to make a play with the ball in his hands.
Just great defense, great offense, both. They're ready for the kick here. Snapped, it is up. The wind is blowing tonight, but it will be good. 7-0 Valpo. Not even 2 minutes into this game, and Valpo has scored.
Quick start, considering Valpo didn't even start with the ball. That's very interesting to see. What can LaPorte's offense do to get a first down on this drive and hopefully not kick another bad punt?
Yeah, this is a big step up from last week from Valpo's defense, saying that they could barely get a stop last week, especially on 3rd down too, and they did it big there. So that's a really good start for Valpo's defense.
And I think this is huge for Valpo, being able to just get be able to score early and get a good head start on this game, get the momentum. And we didn't get to see much from Kellen since they started so close to their being able to get a touchdown, but Kellen's already made a good pass, and they've already scored a touchdown.
We talked about that pregame, is like, what Kellen were we going to get? Because week 1 he was exceptional, but this last week he struggled. But back deep on this return is your player of the game. Do you think he can make a little bit of magic happen on the second return for LaPorte tonight?
I think if LaPorte wants a chance to stay in this game, especially after that touchdown by Valpo early, I feel like he's going to have to make a good play, and I feel like he can.
Yeah, already Valpo up 7-0 early. This is going to be a fun game for them if they can keep rolling here.
Yeah, but LaPorte will definitely want to score on this drive, or it could be off to a really bad start for the Slicers.
Yeah, we talked about momentum last week, and the momentum's already here for Valpo. The student section is rocking here. It is a cool night, a great night for football. And the kick is up again. A liner here. He's going to catch it at the 1 here, at the 10. He's cruising through, taken down around the 17-yard line. And this Valpo special teams here is going good early.
There's Kelly Hay, a wide receiver. He kind of plays all over the field. And there's a very decent return off the really weird bounce that it took on just a line drive kick from Trevor Fodder, the kicker.
Yeah, I'm surprised he really took that one out, because, I mean, that would have gone touchback right there. So,
but you don't want it to just sit. Like, LaPorte just got a bad bounce on their punt. Maybe that one could sit on the 1-yard line, and then you don't want that to happen.
That would be really bad for them. Well, we watched the replay here thanks to Gager Realty. He was just stuffed down around the 18-yard line. That special teams really got to him. And LaPorte's offense out here again after a really short drive last time. Handoff up the middle, taken down early. A gain of 0 there. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And something we also talked about on the broadcast last week was gang tackling, and both teams are going to need to do it. LaPorte on Berta and Valpo on these LaPorte running backs. Very good tackle, and then getting help from other guys to force the short gain.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is big for Valpo being able to stop the run game right now, because last game they let up 79 yards on the run game against Duneland. They just need to stop it because this has been a big problem for them in the first 2 games.
Yeah,
Really
early on, Valpo's run defense has been really strong, allowing little to no yards here. And let's see if LaPorte switches it up with a pass, and they won't. It's an outside run here, handoff, getting through, and he will get the first down and taken down at the 31-yard line.
And that's what I was saying about the run game right there, Valpo not being able to stop it.
Reed Raymond, good strong run. The sophomore running back, just a good carry, get your team the first down, and it will not be a 3-and-out for LaPorte this drive.
Yeah, it's something they needed. They got to get their fans hype on that side.
Well, as Devin said, if I'm LaPorte, I would keep it on the ground. Keep it. Valpo had 3 interceptions last week. You don't want to let this defense get those turnover plays. Keep it on the ground and keep control of the game.
Yeah, you got to keep this ball for as long as you can. Can't let your defense go back on the field early, but it's going to be a little screen pass here. About the 35, still going, and down at the 37. It's a good gain on first down. Good plays for LaPorte here, starting this drive early on.
There's your player of the game. He is a playmaker, Keegan Henkel, and I like that play call. Get it to him in space, see what the quick kid can do, and he's very fast, good playmaker. We've seen what he can do in the return game this season, but there's just a nice little short pass to him. Get him in the open space and see what he can do, make a man miss.
Yeah, not even 3 minutes in this game, and we have seen a lot of action from both sides here starting now. LaPorte is starting to cook up on offense, getting 2 really good plays now, and a really short second down for them. So 2nd and 4 here. Let's see what they can do. There you go. It's a handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed right away. And that was really good by the defensive line for Valpo there. Just crushed him. And there's a flag on the play.
This first flag of the game, we'll see who it goes to.
Be a face mask against the Vikings. That's a penalty for Valpo, and that's what happened last week that really got Andrean's offense going, because it kept on moving them down the field because of all the penalties they give up.
Yeah, this was my key to the game. Valpo's got to lower the penalty count because it really let Andrean stay close in that game. Valpo's got to stop causing penalties.
That's a big penalty, too, not one you ever want to have.
So
now they got first down.
Yeah, first down now, already up at the 43-yard line. And let's see what LaPorte can do. Drops back for the pass. A quick pass there going down the sideline, and bad throw out of bounds. He was covered pretty hard there.
Intended target was Van Warner, the senior wide receiver. Just couldn't find him, a little bit out of bounds. But good coverage by Tice Morris, but I don't really like the look there. You're just throwing a quick fade route, and it's really good coverage.
That was one of our key of the games, though. It was quick passes for LaPorte, but you don't want quick passes in a very tight coverage. That's something that it's just going to cause turnovers, interceptions, anything.
And down the field is weird to see a quick pass. Usually you want a quick short route, but not there.
Yeah. Go. It's going to be another outside handoff. Got him. It worked last time. A little cut in, another flag strong, but he gets about 4 yards there.
We'll see who this flag goes to, but this
cannot be on Valpo here. Valpo cannot be giving up these many flags. It's going to be a holding on offense, and it's going to move back. So replay 2nd down here. The ball is going to move back, and not in a good spot for LaPorte.
Now we're already seeing penalties being thrown for both teams. Each already have won this game.
Last week there was a lot of flags on this field, and too early.
Yeah, 4 minutes into this game, and
just a drive killer.
Yeah.
Because that's a good carry by their Reed Raymond.
That was a great cut inside, too.
Now it's 2nd and very long.
That cut inside could have gotten them a lot of yards there. There you go. Snap, drop back here, pressure here, and has to throw it out. Yeah, no intentional grounding there. He was outside of the quarterback box.
Just great coverage by the Valpo defense.
Yep.
Nowhere to go with the football, and the Valpo defense is continuing to step up in this game.
Yeah, long third down here. Way to get that offense, or way to get the quarterback just get rid of the ball there.
Yeah, smart play. Don't take the sack, but I am expecting another pass from LaPorte. I don't think they're going to run it. You already had a 3 and out. You've already given Valpo the ball. You do not want to just punt this drive away, like in a figurative way, just hand it off. You're going to look for the pass, look for a long play to get this 3rd and 15.
Yep, this Viking field is rocking now. The stands are jumping. It is pounding. A big 3rd down here for LaPorte. Let's see what they can do. And it's going to be an early timeout for LaPorte.
Must not like what they saw from the Valpo defense, so it'll be interesting to see what they do coming out of this timeout. Maybe their coach just wanted to draw something up, get a good passing play going for this offense.
Yeah, an early timeout for this team. It might be some early struggles here.
Yeah, I think LaPorte's got to make a good passing play, be able to either get a 1st down or get very close to getting to get in 4th down, be like 1 or 2 yards away, so then they can just run it because Valpo's not been able to stop the run game. Perfectly.
But it's 3rd down, so they needed to get the first down.
Yeah, they need to get either, but if they get close enough, they could also just run it.
That is true, but
You're going to have to get a lot of yards there if you want to run it, though.
They will. They will. They need a good pass. No matter what, they need a good pass here.
Yeah, but the Valpo defensive line has really been collapsing on this O-line and really putting pressure on the quarterback here. So let's see what they can do on a big 3rd down. Aiden Penzol drops back here. He's going for a long pass, but pressure here, and he is sacked. Another big sack for Valpo.
That'll be 1st sack for Valpo, getting down, stopping the quarterback.
Cameron Asbell, the junior defensive lineman, as you'll see here.
And a replay is thank you by
QB tries to step up, but they just had him beat in the middle of the play, and a good sack.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, I don't think that was the game plan that LaPorte had drawn up there, but now they'll have to go to the kick. Hopefully this kick is better than the last one and can hold Valpo here. We'll see what Valpo can do on the next
snap
drive.
Here, kicked up, and it's another bad. Yep. At the 40, flag thrown here. Still going at the 45, and multiple flags thrown. Julian Stokes took that return.
We do have a penalty marker on the play.
Here's our replay while the refs decide what the flag is. It was a weird catch for Juju. And then, it seemed like a late block there is what this flag is going to be from our replay. But a good, solid return for Juju. The Valpo offense is moving back on the field right now.
Yeah, so much for good field position, and they are all the way back here now. Well, let's see what Kellen, Thomas, and Juju can cook up this drive. Yeah, block in the back here for Valpo. That's a real mood killer for them.
Well, thanks to our replay, I saw that one. I didn't see it live, but definitely a late block and definitely block in the back.
And now Valpo's already got 2 penalties on them, and now they're starting back farther than they wanted to.
There you go. Snapped here. It's a fake. And in a coverage and almost picked off. That's a
flag is thrown, though.
It might be a pass
This will be
interference.
interesting.
Yeah, it might be a pass interference on defense here. The pass was intended to Austin McKenzie here. But notable key mentions, Damari Gordon is back for Valpo, but we have not seen him on this field yet. When do we think we will see him, though?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see from the senior wide receiver, but he's a good playmaker that that Valpo has been missing. But the flag was pass interference.
And we do see Damari Gordon run onto this field right now. This will move the chains up. 1st down for Valpo, all the way up to the 46-yard line. Now we have great field position for them.
Did either of you see a pass interference on that play?
I did see a pass interference. Huh? And Kellen here, handoff to Thomas Berta, and only about 3 yards. He's still pushing, maybe 4.
He just turns like a no gain, and he will get yards out of it. This is just so impressive. He gets met at the line of scrimmage and is able to just spin out of like 3 tackles and fall forward for a couple extra yards. So impressive from Thomas Berta.
Yeah, he just pushes through that D line. So look at this one.
Here you can see just met right away by Dawson Shee, but he was able to spin out of it and get near the 50.
Yeah, he almost went down there. And we have a 3rd down here. Missed the last play. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6. halfway through this first quarter, and Valpo is up early, 7-0, around the 49-yard line here. Let's see what they can do on a third down. Big third down here. Dropping back Kellen, looking to throw, flag thrown, down the field, picked off LaPorte. What an interception there, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, this could be a huge flag. Each team already has 2, and as of right now, Kellen's looking like we're getting week 2 Kellen.
Yeah, early on, a little bit of struggles here. Let's see if Kellen can pick it up here. Holding offense, they will decline it, so the pick will stand, and that's a great interception there, and that's a great booster for motivation for this LaPorte offense.
The junior linebacker, Jack Borelli, with the interception. Very impressive play. Way to read Kellen's eyes and jump up and snag the interception, as you'll see here on our replay. Kellen, I like the play call, get him to roll out, but trying to go over his head, and just a great leaping grab. Very impressive play from LaPorte Slicers. Early interception and an early turnover forced by the LaPorte defense.
Yeah, I think intended target there, Damari Gordon. Let's see here. Let's see if this LaPorte offense can get cooking. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, but there's pressure, and he will be taken down about a yard there. And that's what this Valpo rush defense has to do. They have to minimize the yards, maybe 1 to 0 yards per carry.
Linebacker Brody Wheeler right in off the edge. Good tackle by him, and it's a short game for LaPorte.
Yeah, Valpo's defense has been rolling early on, getting key stops, key plays, and just everything.
Because you got to think, LaPorte's only got 1 first down, then the other one was off a penalty. So Valpo's defense has played really well outside of that penalty for the most part.
Yeah, penalties have been really holding this team back all year long. It has gone back to week 1 against Penn, week 2 against Andrean in the first half, and now it's starting to form here. As it's another play here, and he'll be stopped. About 3rd and 5 now here for LaPorte.
Yeah, as you're talking about penalties, Valpo's already at 3 tonight, but LaPorte is at 2, so both teams are just getting penalized early in the game.
Yeah, something Valpo really struggled before on 3rd down conversions here. They really struggled, could not get a stop on 3rd down to save their life.
Interesting to see the adjustments that they'll make this week.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be key here if they want to keep their offense on the field and not have this defense all the time. So the stadium's rocking here. It's going to be a screen pass, and it's a terrible pass again. Just bad pass after bad pass after bad pass again and again. It has been a struggle for this quarterback early
Yeah, their
on.
quarterback, Aiden Penzol, he had 130 yards total coming into today's game with only 51% completion. So he's been about average, but as we're seeing, it's not going so well for him tonight.
No, another tough drive for LaPorte here.
Interesting play call to throw it behind the line of scrimmage on a 3rd down. They did try to get Keegan Henkel in space, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, 2 little muff kicks here early on. Let's see if they can go again, and it's kicked pretty decent. It's going to be some bad bounces here, and they're going to let this one roll out to about the 24-yard line. About where Valpo started last drive. Let's see what can happen here.
Yeah, and Penzol is already 0 for 2 in 3rd down completions, while Kellen still hasn't had a chance to get one during 3rd down.
Yeah, we saw that last week. We saw the complete opposite with Andrean and Valpo's defense. They started off, 3 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. And now Valpo this week has been doing great on 3rd downs.
Yeah, that's 3 stops on 3rd down, something they heavily struggled with last week. So very good adjustment by the Valpo defense. Let's see what Kellen can do after throwing the pick last drive.
Yeah, he's got to really step it up. In a bit of struggle here. In motion here. And it's snapped. Looking for a pitch here. Still going up to the 30. The 35-yard line. He'll be taken down. 1st down, Valpo. Thomas Berta will still keep on rolling.
As we talked about, especially if Kellen may not be confident again after the pick, give it to Thomas Berta. That's what worked last week when Kellen was struggling. If Kellen is going to struggle like he did last week and not be able to do what he did week 1, keep giving it to Berta and let him make the play.
Yeah, that's something if you're Valpo, that if both Kellen and Berta are both struggling, that means that it's going to be a rough game.
Yeah.
But here we go, it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Berta. in about 5-yard game. He just kept pushing through, and that's a great first-yard gain for Valpo.
And there's that gang tackling that we were talking about earlier in the broadcast, but especially on Thomas Berta, you got to get multiple guys to the point of attack to be able to take him down. As we saw in the last drive, they had one guy meet him at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to break it for a couple yards. But this time it's a lot of the guys, and he can't go anywhere because they gang tackling by the LaPorte defense.
Yeah, and Berta's been a monster so far this year on the run game. He has second most in all of Northwest Indiana Conference.
It's another handoff to Berta, but there's pressure here, and he'll be taken down for only about a yard.
But he's still gaining yards, and that's what Berta does. He's consistent, and that's why.
And there's Dawson Shreve on the tackle. Good tackle by the safety linebacker. A little bit of a hybrid player, and a good tackle to stop Thomas Berta from really going anywhere on the 2nd and 5.
3 minutes left in this third quarter here. It's been all Valpo to start this game, but a big third down here. It's going to be another handoff off to Thomas Berta, and they will only get about 2 more yards. Let's see what Coach Marshall has up.
Just looks like it's about 6 inches short.
Offense is going to stay on the field here. And they're going to go hurry up, I think.
Into it.
Big 4th down. Let's see what Valpo does. And they're going to go QB sneak, and will he get it? It looks like he did.
The refs are running past the line. I think they did get it. A little bit of the tush-push action like the Philadelphia Eagles do.
Yeah, they went hurry up there. They really did not let that LaPorte defense really catch up.
Yeah, they do that. You don't let LaPorte get the personnel for a 4th and short or a goal line situation out there. Quick into it, just like Kellen, fall behind your big offensive line.
Yeah, 4th and short, I would thought we would see Thomas Berta, but we just saw Kellen. A little tush-push action there, like you
Quarterback
mentioned.
putting his body on the line.
Yep, let's see. We have 3 up, 1 down. Snap, Kellen drops back for a pass. Let's see if he can redeem himself. Pressure, though. Oh, overthrow. Intended receiver, Damari Gordon. That's 2 attempts for him.
Yeah, and Drain's got a great defense. Their offense has been struggling, but LaPorte's defense has been very good, as we've seen. 2 of their defensive guys have 29 and 24 tackles, which is 4th and 5th in Northwest Indiana for tackles by defense.
A little overthrow there by Kellen. 2:07 left in this first quarter.
Definitely felt the pressure, though, from Lucas Marshall off the edge. Was able to get into the backfield, and I think he disrupted that pass a little bit.
Definitely did here. 2nd down here. Let's see if they go back to the pass. No, they go to Berta here. Handoff. Spin move. Still going. It gets about 5 yards on that play. We just saw it again. He just pushed through, spin move, a little action there, and he got up 5 yards.
Maybe gang tackling doesn't even work for this kid. They had like 4 guys on him at the line of scrimmage. He's able to spin out of it. They still needed 2 guys to take him down for the 5-yard gain. Here's our replay. As you can see, just met at the offensive line by 2 guys, but is able to spin out of it. And good tackle by Lucas Del Rio to not allow the first down.
Yeah, just keep pushing. That's definitely his mentality here. Go big 3rd and 5 here. Kellen drops back. Pressure early. Kellen's going to try and sneak through. Are they going to stop this play? And, oh, big hit.
Wow.
I thought they were going to stop the play there.
Yeah, just got absolutely laid out.
And there's some trouble here. Not something you want to see for Valpo. Kellen walking off the field shaken.
Isaiah Armstrong just came and led the final blow, but he had like 4 guys on him. Very interesting that the refs allowed that play to keep going.
They definitely should have stopped that play, prevent injury there, and Kellen looks a little bit shaken up. But this is going to be Valpo's first punt of the night. Let's see what they can do. It's a good punt here. Bounce around the 20, still going the 10. Valpo is going to pick it up around the 1-yard line. Oh,
so close to pinning him at the 1, but he couldn't corral it.
That would have been
and it'll be a touchback.
Wow. That's not something you want to see there. 2 bad plays. First your quarterback gets shaken up, and now you miss that. That could have been an easy all the way on the 1-yard line, but now they're safely at the 25.
Yeah, that could have been really scary for LaPorte. That would have been another bad bounce that just didn't go LaPorte's way, something they've struggled with today.
Yeah, you just got to read those bounces. You got to see, like, the ball was all the way up at the 20. You probably could have taken that one. Do not risk it there. So 45 seconds left. See what LaPorte does. So early on, 7-0 game for Valpo.
Yeah, and Drain's got to, I think, be able to do something here. They need to start either running or passing and get one of these 2 going.
Let's see if Aiden Penzol can show himself here. It's been a real struggle. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, getting about 5 yards and taken down. 2nd and 5 here.
The ball carrier for LaPorte.
There's
Brought down by number 47, Brody Wheeler. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for LaPorte.
good, strong run by LaPorte. And as I talked about in our pregame show, they need to keep these running backs fresh, and because that's how you can attack this Valpo defense is through the run game. If you keep the rotation of running backs that LaPorte has, you can get good style gains like a 6-yard gain on 1st and 10.
Yeah, big runs and quick passes. That's what you need here if you're LaPorte. You got to get moving. And taken down here, only about 2 yards. End of the first quarter, 7-0 Valpo, LaPorte 0. We will be right back.
In the end of the first quarter, Valpo 7, LaPorte.
Are you looking for gear for your kids next season? Need replacements for your broken gear? Want to get rid of the gear you no longer need and want to get paid? Well, Play It Again Sports Maryville is a new place for you. Grand opening event starts September 5th. That's right now. The first 25 people in the door on the 5th will receive a $25 gift card. Special raffles and giveaways every day for the event. Check out Play It Again Sports Maryville on social media for details and the full schedule of events. Play It Again Sports, located at 1876 East 80th Avenue in Maryville, across from South Lake Mall. Play It Again Sports.
309.
Sides.
Oh, we are back here. 3rd and 2, second quarter to start it off. LaPorte, they got to get something going. Cannot go 3 and out again. Let's see what they can do.
It's going to be 3rd and short. Interesting to see what they do here. But the run has been effective, and this Valpo defense has struggled against the run this year. So if I was LaPorte, I would run the football here on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, very much faster pace game than last week. A lot of flags were thrown, but a couple, medium-sized amount of flags have been thrown in this game, about 4 or 5.
5 flags.
Run up the middle. They will get the first down. Still going to the 35. Much needed first down for LaPorte.
Good, strong run. Reed Raymond's been the #1 guy today, and he's getting a lot of good gains with the Valpo defense. They've struggled to corral him. And there, he kind of had a run where he's met by multiple guys, but he was able to break out of it and get a couple extra.
And that's the weakness in Valpo's defense, the run game going right there. Being able to get, having LaPorte be able to get that first down.
And here's our replay. As you can see, just met right there, spun out of it, and then had to get brought down by another guy. Adam C. to make the tackle.
First down LaPorte here. They really needed a first down, and they got it. Let's see what they can do. Quarterback will hand it off there up the middle, but taken down for a loss of 3.
Brody Wheeler, another impressive tackle coming off the edge as a linebacker. He has 2 tackle for losses now that he's just shoved LaPorte back a couple yards. Very impressive to see from that linebacker.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about him these last 2 weeks. The replayer.
Right there, just what a read off the edge. Good pursuit. The combined tackle with Brendan Gagan.
PC3 member.
A
himself.
PC3
Yeah,
member
PC3
himself.
member.
Might be commentating the basketball games in the winter.
Also another PC3 member, Damari Gordon. We haven't talked about him today. There we go. 2nd down, 2nd and long. It's a pitch back. And pressure here. Will cut in and taken down around the 35. So now we'll be 2nd and 10 again, or 3rd and 10.
Adam Sia and number 90, James. Number 90, Lucas Patterson combined for that tackle. Good defensive stop by Valpo to force the 3rd and long.
Yeah, maybe that's why LaPorte on the first play did do that little fake play, because when we saw that pitch, it could have been a pass, but he just took it. So it might be an RPO for them. It could be.
Yeah, now it's 3rd down. Their quarterback Penzol is 0-2 tonight, but as a team they are 1-1 with the run.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. The stadium's pumping. Drops back to pass, pressure here, and he'll be taken down. 4th down. There's another sack for Valpo.
Valpo has 2 sacks tonight already, and it's only the start of the 2nd quarter.
Here's the replay. It's number 92, Cam Asbell again, creating havoc. That's his second sack of the night. What a game that junior is having.
Yeah, and the punt team will come out.
Yeah, we need LaPorte to have a good punt here to be able to hold Valpo, because LaPorte's defense has been pretty good tonight, being able to hold Valpo right now only to 7.
Yeah, Kelly Hay here punting it. Had a couple bad punts earlier. This one skied up a bit. It'll drop back.
And another ball that bounces back, where the LaPorte Slicers are not getting the bounces on these kickoffs and punts tonight.
Yeah, LaPorte, their punts and the bounces have been terrible for them early
You could
on.
say it's slicing the wrong way.
You could say that.
Here we go, Valpo here. Kellen Hosek's got to prove himself. A bit shaken up after that play in the last drive. Let's see what he can do. I think they give it off to Thomas Berta here. Got to get him more action here. But it's going to be a jet pass here to Juju Stokes. Still going up to the 40, about a 20-yard gain there.
He's ran it a couple times this year at a rushing touchdown in week 1, part of his 4 total. Here's our replay, but he's a very dynamic playmaker and very fast. I like to see Valpo get it to him with a running head start. So there you see he's just a good cut and then a good little stiff arm, but wasn't able to completely get off him, but it still kept those legs moving and was able to get the first down.
Yeah, that's why he's my player to watch already. He's got 8 so far this year, he's got 8 receptions, 172 yards.
Yeah, we haven't really seen much of Thomas Berta tonight other than a couple good runs and a good spin moves, good cuts for him. Let's just see if he can get some more action here. So a good touch, jet pass there. Motion here for Juju. Real run around. It's another handoff to him. Still going. Juju Stokes finds a gap to the 10, the 5, and he's taken down around the 2.
And that's the
almost
great
a
defense.
touchdown.
That's great defense by LaPorte that we've seen so far tonight, being able to stop that and maybe hold Valpo.
Here's our really great defense there.
Here's our play. Kelly Hay was able to save the touchdown, but what a cut by Julian Stokes. But just great closing speed by Kelly Hay to save a touchdown and just laying his body on the line to stop Valpo at about the 2-yard line.
And that's why Stokes is my player to watch.
Go Thomas Berta up the middle, still pushing, and they're gonna call a touchdown here for Valpo. Another one for Thomas Berta. 2 touchdowns on the night.
The kid is very impressive as a runner. If they give it to him on the goal line, it just might be wraps for the defense, and you can call it a touchdown.
Let's look at this here. It looks like he was being taken down, but he pushes through and gets it.
Interesting tackle. The little spin tackle allowed him to get into the end zone. Maybe something LaPorte wanted to talk about at halftime, trying to corral him and get him down and not allow him to do one of those spins.
Yeah, 4 minutes into the second quarter, and Valpo is already scoring another touchdown, something they did early on in the first. And the kick is away, it is up, and it is good. 14-0 Valpo. Now, if I was Juju Stokes there, would I be mad I didn't get that touchdown?
A little bit, but hey, touchdown is a touchdown. Your team's up 14-0. And the Valpo fans are loving it, and the student section is also loving it. Interesting to see what LaPorte can do. The run game has worked a little bit, but they need to get something going with their passing offense as it has continued to struggle tonight.
Yeah, let's go back to what you said earlier, Devin, about that good defense.
Yeah, we've had a good defense, LaPorte.
And let's go to Noah here.
We're going to go to
report.
14-0 against the LaPorte Slicers. They had a strong defensive possessions through these past game. Now, they just need to pick up against the offense, but they have been picking up from the second quarter. Now, the LaPorte Slicers are iffy on both sides of the play right now. For them to step it up right now, it has to be a miracle. Now we're going to have to hit it to you, Booth.
Thank you, Noah. Yeah, wind's been really crazy down there. Wind has been really bad down there. Some high winds tonight. I thought it would be affecting the kicks.
Yeah, maybe that's why the kicks are being messed up a little tonight, slicing over.
The kicks really haven't been it's not the kicks, it's the bounces here.
Yeah, the bounces have played a huge part in this game, but both the PATs have seemed good, and the kicks have gone far enough. You haven't seen a lot of shift in the air, just one super high up punt.
Yep, and this Viking field is rocking.
Now we'll see what Valpo can do here. Their defense already has 2 sacks tonight.
Double up 14-0 early on. This offense and defense has both been clicking, especially their run game. Let's see if their defense can stick up.
Let's see if LaPorte can get a good return here.
And the kick is up. They're going to cake it out at the 10. Still going to 20. Trying to get some blocks here. And he'll be taken down around the 25. What great special teams for Valpo here.
Valpo special teams played a big part tonight, helping them get the ball in certain spots, and the coverage unit on kickoffs has also been very good.
Yeah. Two people to watch out for on Valpo defense is definitely Tice Morris and Brody Wheeler. Two big threats there that you have to watch out for.
Yeah, Tice Morris had the pick 6 last week, and we've seen what Brody Wheeler can do at that linebacker position. He's just been flying off the edge and creating havoc in the backfield, causing LaPorte to take losses in this game.
Definitely. So starting at the 25, let's see what LaPorte's offense can do. Have not scored this game at all. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff here. Trying to get some blocks, and will be only about 2 yards on the gain.
And it's Reed Raymond again, not able to get a lot, but they set up in a very run-heavy look. I mean, you show up with 3 tight ends, a fullback and halfback, nobody out wide. Almost very obvious that it was going to be a run to the Valpo defense, and they were ready for it.
Yeah, Valpo's defensive line has been insane with Cameron Asbell, Caleb Sharp, and Cameron Walden. It's been insane early on in this game.
Also with help from the linebackers, who have also been coming down and making big tackles and not allowing bigger gains to happen if they can beat that front 4.
Especially Brendan Gagan too. He's been good early on in the season. Here we go, a little motion here. It's going to be a jet sweep. And still going up to the 30, but a flag is thrown. So they're trying to mimic what Valpo did, and it did not work as well.
Well, they're trying to get their return guy in open space that we've talked about. He's very fast and can make anything happen when he gets the ball in his hand. So you give him that little running start, but there will be a flag down. So this one could be coming back, just depending on what this flag is.
Yeah, let's see here. The officials are talking about it. So less flags this week. As far, still has been a lot this game.
And now LaPorte's got 3 penalties tonight, as long as Valpo.
It was a holding on.
Illegal block in the back for LaPorte. It will set them back.
Excuse me.
Repeat second down. It will move them back 10
Looked
yards.
like the ref originally made the holding, but
You're good. You're good.
still a loss that LaPorte did not want to have, and it is now 2nd and 18. Not at all what LaPorte wants.
So this is what we saw from Valpo last week. Early struggle, penalties, could not get the ball going. Let's see if LaPorte can do what Valpo did last week. So you're down 14-0 early. What are you doing as LaPorte? You just called your second timeout. What are you going to talk about in that timeout?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what head coach Austin Eppel has for his offense, because they have struggled so far. I mean, the defense has played a good game. The defense has been handed a bad hand this game. Valpo's offense keeps getting the ball in good positions because the LaPorte's offense has struggled to really go anywhere. So if I'm LaPorte right now, I'm just trying to get the ball down the field. They have really struggled. I think it's got to come in the passing game, though, because Valpo has been ready for the run with how much they've ran it and how the run has worked for LaPorte. But now Valpo's bunkering down in the defense. The front 7 is ready for the run and is heavy on stopping the run.
Definitely. Yeah. Early on, Valpo 14-0. We saw this last year, 49-0. Valpo won. So let's see, is it a trend here?
Yeah, and quarterback for LaPorte, he's been struggling a bit tonight and struggled a bit throughout the season. Only 130 pass yards for the first 2 games.
2nd and 18 here for LaPorte. They're gonna have to drive down this field. They do not want to go down 14-0, and still no offense has been shown from LaPorte to start this game. But he's gonna drop back as expected pass, pressure coming over the middle. And no tackle yet, but he will be taken down. Only a gain of like 7 yards there.
Well, that looked like a screen pass because all the defenders were right in the backfield, but Reed Raymond gets about a 10-yard gain. It's 3rd and doable now.
Yeah.
Definitely not what you want, where you want to be on 3rd down, but it's better than 3rd and very long.
Yeah. You got to give your punter some breathing room here. Cannot have him punt from all the way back to the 10. We saw it earlier where he bobbled that punt, or not bobbled, but fumbled it. Not fumbled, but
just the punt took a weird bounce itself, and after he kicked it straight up. So interesting to see what LaPorte does, but it's got to be another pass here on 3rd and 11. You got to make a statement in the passing game, something they've not been able to do yet.
LaPorte's quarterback is 0-3 right now with during third downs, and LaPorte is 1-1 on the run for third down. So we'll see what happens here. They need to pass it, but the quarterback's just been struggling tonight.
Yeah, timeout. LaPorte again. They will just use their last timeout.
That's going to be interesting to see for the rest of the half because you got 6 minutes left of this half and have no timeouts left. And especially when you're down 14 and you're trying to get back into this game, having no timeouts will be very interesting to see how this coach can handle the rest of this half.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. You got to make up a play here. Obviously, you're trying to go for about 8 yards here, and then 4th down. Are you going to go for it? That's the real question.
I think they'll punt it, but
yeah. But knowing that your punt struggles early on, do you risk it? Like, anything could happen here.
It'll be interesting to see. But if you're LaPorte, you're just looking to get this 3rd down right now, and you don't even have to worry about punting.
Yeah, we're a little under halfway here through this first half, and it has been all Valpo. 14-0. 6:36 left on this clock. Big 3rd down. Motion here. It's going to be thrown deep and caught, but out of bounds. What a catch. But the throw was just off, out of bounds. We've seen this earlier, but all of his throws have been leaning towards out of bounds. Nothing has been staying in bounds for him.
Yeah, I mean, great throw. Like, if it was in bounds, it's a beautiful ball, but just a little bit to the side. And, well, the wide receiver was running out of bounds, so that is interesting to see.
Do we think the wind is affecting this?
That could be the wind.
That could be.
Could be a little bit of wind. Could be quarterback. He's only a junior as well, just like the Valpo quarterback.
The punt is bobbled here. He's going to have to throw it. Or punt it. He's going to punt it. It's going to go off.
It was blocked, so
they're going to let it go out.
They're just going to let LaPorte pick it up and and get the ball at the 24-yard line. And more punt issues, as you talked about, Brody. You were dead on. That's just LaPorte's got to get together on these punts.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. Let's see if it was a bad snap or he just bobbled it.
Just didn't catch it and then nowhere to go with it. Tried to do something, but Valpo was ready, able to make a play on it. Cam Walden deflects it, and it'll stop at the 24, but nobody wants to touch it on Valpo.
Yeah, great field position for Valpo. Let's see what can happen here.
Second time tonight, Valpo's had a great field position due to a struggling kick by LaPorte.
Yeah, talking about struggling, Kellen Hosek has been struggling these last 2 games. He's really got to step it up here. We are definitely seeing week 2 Kellen. It's another handoff to Thomas Berta, but he will be stuffed at the line. This is the first time Thomas Berta has been stuffed almost all game.
There's the gang tackling, though. Very good gang tackling from LaPorte. Everybody's all over Berta right at the line of scrimmage. Not going to let him get out. Not going to let him slip through a couple tackles and make a big play. Good from the LaPorte defense.
I think this time where you're up 14-0, you got to let Kellen try to figure it out right now. We'll let him pass it.
Yeah, they definitely tried before, but Kellen has been struggling still. That's to take note of. Let's just see what great field position. They cannot let this go.
Well, maybe he can look for one of your guys' players to watch, Damari or
Gordon,
Julian Stokes.
But motion by Austin McKenzie here. It's going to be another run with Berta up the middle. He has room. Will he get the block? And all the way up to the 10-yard line. Thomas Berta finds a gap and pushes through.
And it's another touchdown saving tackle from Kelly Hay, as you'll see here on our replay. But another good strong run from Thomas Berta. Just a good hole from the offensive line opening up, but Kelly Hayes able to evade the block and get the stop at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, that's a key block there for Juju. If he does get that block, that is a touchdown for Valpo. He's got to get that block there. But first and goal on the 9-yard line. 5:30 left in this quarter.
Yeah, senior Kelly Hay, number 4, has 12 tackles coming in.
Here we go. It's Damari Gordon, touchdown, his first of the season.
He is a PC3 member, and Kellen gets a passing touchdown along with it, and Valpo's offense continues to pour on in this first half.
After 2 weeks of injury, Damari Gordon finally back.
How good does that feel for him? Just a little quick screen pass. There's a good block from the tight end, Keegan Bagley, and Damari will walk in, a little airplane celebration in the end zone.
Yeah, that's good for him. First touchdown as a senior for him. A little bit of injury early on, but he's back and he's healthy.
Got to feel great for him. Right off two weeks of injury to score that touchdown.
Definitely. But as you saw, Valpo got the ball, great position. They've done it twice already this game with great position, but the kick is up, and it'll be good. So the wind has not been affecting the kicks tonight. 21-0 Valpo to start this game.
Just interesting to see what LaPorte's defense can do. I mean, they've kind of just gotten screwed by the LaPorte offense has not given them the ball. Valpo keeps getting in great offensive position, so I feel you got to feel for LaPorte's defense as they have struggled. to just be able to have a lot of field to play with. They've been stuck in like the red zone basically every possession.
Yeah. But every time we have seen Valpo get that ball in great field position, they have definitely taken that chance, and they definitely worked.
Taking advantage of it.
Yeah, taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and LaPorte, their defense, I think, has been pretty decent tonight. It's just the offense just not gave them a chance. The defense has an interception, and they've done the best they could with what the hand they've been given.
Yeah, great night for Valpo here. The fans are rocking, the stadium's rocking, the players are rocking, everything's clicking for them. On Patriot night, too, and it's been such a great game to watch early on.
LaPorte just needs a big game-changing play here on this drive, or maybe even off the kickoff like we saw last week. Maybe they can do what Valpo did, have a kick return down 21-0 and completely change the game.
It did. It definitely changed the momentum of the game.
And it's very possible with number 0, if Henkel gets the ball here on the kick return, he could easily get a decent amount of yards.
Here we go. The wind is picking up, though, a bit. But it's been such a great night for football tonight. Well, here we go. Kick is up. A good kick. Taken at the 10-yard line again. Oh, a big hit, a big block. Still going at the 20, the 25, the 30, and taken down around the 40-yard line. Almost some magic for LaPorte there.
Here's our replay, but that's what we were talking about. That's a good return for LaPorte. Set them up in better field position than they've had. And interesting to see if LaPorte can take advantage.
Let's take a look.
He was shoved out of bounds by number 35, Matteo Michichi.
Good return. Looked like he wasn't really going to go anywhere. But there's your player to watch, Devin, just making it happen. Able to outrun everybody to the edge and then get taken out at around the 36. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 36 for LaPorte.
Yeah, coming in tonight, he has 5 kickoff returns for 152 yards, which is an average of 30, and he got about 30 yards there, a bit more than that.
Yeah, here we go. Good field position starting at the 35 here. A little bit of movement here on the line. Go, it's going to be dropped back. He's going to hand it off. Got some room. It's about an 8-yard gain. That's what you want to see if you're LaPorte. A great first down.
And it's another good run for their running back, Reed Raymond. He's having an eventful day in the backfield, getting a lot of carries, getting a lot of touches, but he's also getting a lot of yards to go along with it. It's just LaPorte needs to attack, be able to utilize the rushing attack with a little bit of help from the pass game.
Yeah, about 2nd and 4 here. Let's see what they can do. 2nd and 3. But if you're LaPorte here, are you going to go, since you have such good start here, 2nd and 3rd, do you want to try and push a ball down the field for a play, and you still have 2 more?
I would take the shot on 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, let's see. It's another handoff. They play it safe here, and we'll try to get the first down, but he will be short, 3rd and short.
Well, interesting to see where they mark this. It is right on the line where that ref is running in at the top of your screen. They will bring the chains out. Oh, no, they're moving them. It is a first down for LaPorte.
That's a good movement. That's good momentum for them right there.
That's my key to the game for LaPorte is take advantage of Valpo's inability to stop the run game.
Yeah, this has been a good drive to start. Good kick return, good running. It's just been a good start for them. We have not really seen any penalties lately. Not that much, and it has really made this pace of this game keep going.
That is true. They haven't had a huge effect on this game.
But 6 left on the clock.
Both teams have 3 penalties each.
Here we go. It's a run up the middle, only about 2 yards.
There's Valpo just sacks the box and is ready for the run. Good gang tackling, as we talked about. Not just one guy. They bring like 4 or 5 to get that tackle.
Way different first down from last set of chains.
So on 2nd and long here, this is where LaPorte's got to show something from their quarterback. Aiden Penziol has struggled tonight. He's got to get something going. This is a perfect opportunity to make it happen and put LaPorte back in this game.
Definitely. They got to get a score here. They cannot go down 21-0, get rid of the ball. They cannot. They cannot give Valpo the ball back this half. Here we go. It's going to be a pass over the middle, but did he hold it?
They're running. He caught it.
Yeah, a big hit there, though. Let's take a look at this one.
What a catch. It's just a quick slant, and number 15, Vern Warner, the senior wide receiver, makes another catch. And there it is. There's the pass game. Just a good Good throw.
What we talked about, quick passes, that's what you need if you're LaPorte. Quick passes, big runs, no penalties.
And it's a good quick short pass, not a quick long pass where you're forcing into good coverage.
That's what we saw earlier.
He did get laid out, but it's short, not as much of an opportunity to make a play by the defensive back.
Yeah, but big third down. They have no timeouts. 3 left, 2. There they go. Drops back. Pressure taken down. What a sack.
That'll be the 3rd sack Valpo has against LaPorte tonight already, even though we're not even to halftime yet.
Number 90, Lucas Patterson, just shooting down, being able to take down the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, pressure
just
early.
Flying in off the edge. Wow, very impressive play to make it a 4th and 10-ish, but there was a flag down.
It might be a horse collar. Oh, illegal formation offense. They're definitely going to decline it, and they do, and it'll be 4th down.
And they're probably going to have to punt it back.
I think the offense was staying out on the field, but they are running off. Punt team will come out.
Would have been interesting. I mean, you're down 21-0. Maybe go for it. Just try to make something happen. But you would have given Valpo great field position again.
Yeah, but we also did see the last fumbles of the last couple snaps.
It's an interesting to see what LaPorte did here.
But they are lining up in punt formation. They're just hoping they can get one out this time.
Yeah, that would be very good for them.
Yeah,
get it out and deep. Let's see, the 2 returners, Juju Stokes and Gage Finley. And a flag is thrown early on. They're faking it, and they're trying to get the 1st down, but they did not. So they tried the trick play. It did not work, but there is
another flag. Another flag. Interesting to see what it is here.
Here we
See
go.
what call the ref makes.
This could be big for LaPorte. It'll be offside, offense. That's not good.
It's legal formation, so Valpo's going to get it back in. They get it in good position this time. If I was them, I would have just gone for it. Let the offense do something. Fake punt is interesting.
Yeah, just chuck it down the field.
Yeah.
Don't risk that fake punt because it's at that point.
Because you're just giving Valpo good field position again. So
yeah, both times Valpo has started off past the 50-yard line. They have gotten a touchdown. So
they're right next to it this time, not past it though.
Yeah, let's see though. But it'll be a run. Thomas Berta, a loss of 1 yard the first time tonight.
Thomas Berta, ball carrier.
He's been taken down for a loss. That is very rare to see.
Number 92, Nico Caminjo Naren with a combination of other slicers for the tackle.
Yeah, here we go. 2nd down. He did not lose yards, but it was still a gain of 0. 1 up, 3 down here. It's going to be a little pitch, a little throw. 50, good block, still going almost to the 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. But they do have a minute 25. Valpo still does have all 3 timeouts. Let's see what they can do.
There's a short pass just to get it to Berta with a little bit of space as Valpo calls timeout with only a minute 18 remaining.
Minute 19.
Valpo will be taking their timeout here.
That is the first of 3 they have used. Let's see what they're going to talk about. Definitely need to push this ball down the field quick, either get in field goal range or just go for the touchdown, which I think they will do.
Interesting to see what they do here because you're up 21-0, so they're probably in four down territory. Especially on 3rd and 2, you can maybe surprise LaPorte's defense, take a shot to one of your good wide receivers in Damari Gordon or Julian Stokes on the outside.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to see what they run with.
Bill Marshall, Valparaiso's head coach, trying to get his offense ready for this 3rd and short.
We'll see what Valpo does after this meeting. LaPorte is also talking it over since they have used some of their timeouts already, so now they get a chance to take a breather and figure out what they're doing.
Yeah, let's see what Valpo can do here, though. So many offensive weapons for Valpo, though. But 3rd and 2, it's going to be a little short of the 1st down. I think you do take that deep drive, though, and go downfield, and then you still have 4th down where you can definitely get it. So let's see what they cooked up in the huddle. Kellen back, though. Oh, motion. And Kellen's going to pitch it back to Berta. Will he get it? He might have gotten it. It's going to be close.
That ref is marking it very close, but he's on the yard line, and I think this will be a Valpo first down.
Yeah, but they got to move, though.
They are moving the 6. Interesting play call, like a little bit of a speed option where the quarterback can run it, but they collapse on Kellen, so he gives a little dish, and Bird's able to get the first down.
Yeah, Kellen definitely, he has 2, he can do it either run or pass, but we haven't really seen the pass that much these last 2 weeks.
Well, we haven't really seen, he didn't run last week or this week as much as he did week 1, but he makes the right decision, doesn't take the loss, gets it out to Berta for the first down.
There you go, snap. Kellen drops back for a rare time tonight. He's going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. It's going to, the tight end, and up to the 20-yard line.
Keegan Bagley, who didn't have a catch last week, has 2 this week. As you'll see here on our replay coming up, Keegan Bagley, the big target over the middle, gets himself open, eats the big hit, and is able to spin out of it and get near the 21-yard line. Very impressive play from the senior tight end.
And good pass by Kellen there. We haven't seen really much of good passes, but that was right in the slot.
On the money. Couldn't really throw it anywhere else, otherwise it would have been incompletion. Kind of led Keegan into the big hit, but Keegan just eats that hit.
Kellen be able to make that pass very good for Valpo because he was struggling, and that was a good pass by him.
Yeah, 1:03 left on this clock. Second down. Should be first down, Valpo. Hold on. Pass back, Kellen. Perfect throw to the tight end again, Keegan Bagley.
Keegan Bagley, a huge part of the offense this week. He's got 3 catches, and he, as we talked about, didn't get one last week, but he's got 2 in a row here. He's gotten 3 so far, as you'll see again here on a play. Good route from Keegan, just a little short corner route, sits in the zone where nobody is.
Yeah, we did have motion down by Juju, a little just tiredness, and then boom, he took up. Also another look.
It's another Valpo timeout, and it was Kelly Hay there, the safety, making another touchdown-saving tackle because if he's not there, Keegan would have scored. So he's racking up the tackles there at the safety position.
He's been racking up the tackles, but his kicks have not been good tonight. So Valpo, 57 seconds. They are in the end zone or the red zone, and it looks like it might be another touchdown for him.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, you got to feel it for LaPorte's defense. They've been on the field a lot tonight. The offense has struggled. They've just been on the field constantly struggling. Not even really struggling to get off because Valpo just had such great field position. Valpo just had such great field position. They've been able to take advantage of it. Not really a knock on LaPorte's defenses. They've just struggled to, because they even had the interception earlier, but they just keep getting short fields.
Yeah, 57 seconds left. And let's see what Valpo cooked up in that timeout. Will it go to Berta, Damari, or Keegan Bagley? We haven't seen much of Juju other than that one play, but pressure here. Kellen's going to run it, and it's going to be a touchdown. Valpo, 27-0.
There he goes, using his legs, something he did a lot in week 1. Didn't see as much last week. Very impressive, tucked it and ran it, and Valpo is rolling in the first half.
Yeah, a little pump fake action there, and he just cut it. What a great run for Kellen Hosek.
This is the Kellen Valpo needed to see tonight. These last 3 plays have been great for him. 2 passes to the tight end and then the running touchdown.
Big lead has really helped Kellen perform like he did in week 1.
Yeah, LaPorte, you still have a chance here. Think kick return here. Think what Valpo did, but the kick will be up, and it will be good. So no, the wind has not been affecting the kicks. 28-0 for Valpo. But
yeah.
what we have seen, though, by Trevor Fardner, and he has been amazing all season on his extra points. He hasn't
missed yet.
Yeah, junior kicker as well. But kick returner Keegan Henkel, my player to watch. This could change LaPorte's momentum if he's able to get a good drive here or just get a touchdown.
Stay tuned for this halftime show. Devin Allisman will kick us off with halftime heroes and members of military from PC3 Media.
And give it to the former U.S. veterans, as it is Patriot Night here at Viking Field for Valparaiso High School.
A very great crowd here for the Vikings. Been awesome.
For Patriot Night, we got all the fans for Valpo dressed up in red, white, and blue. The cheerleaders got red and white cheer pom-poms as well.
Yeah, great atmosphere these last 2 weeks for Valpo. It's been really fun to watch these last 2 games and to broadcast them.
LaPorte's got neon for their cheerleaders in their fan section, it looks like, as well tonight.
Must be the neon theme for the LaPorte Slicers. Interesting to see, though, the LaPorte cheer team isn't wearing cheer uniforms. They're matching the student section.
Yeah, that's you don't really see that much. That's something kind of creative, or I don't know. Yeah, but 28-0 here. Valpo and LaPorte has been a great offense and defense for Valpo. LaPorte has been struggling. But here we go. Let's see if LaPorte can start something here late in this first half. And the kick is up. It's going to be a little squib kick. 30 to the 40. And it'll be taken down. Start to some good field position.
Yeah, we'll see what Valpo and LaPorte are going to do here. LaPorte's going to need to score here if they want to make it close or just get some momentum going since they're down by 28.
Definitely here.
But it'll be hard. They don't have any timeouts remaining, so.
No, so they're going to have to take some deep shots here if they want it.
They will talk it over at halftime, though, which is in 48 seconds.
Yep.
I mean, they could just kneel this half out, but it looks like they won't. They're going to come out with a couple wide receivers wide, but you don't really have the option to run the football, as that'll just going to burn clock.
Yeah, I definitely would not take a kneel here. Yeah, be ready here for pressure from Valpo's line. Let's see. They're going to have a gap here. Only are going to get 3 yards, and you're going to have to go hurry up here. But I do think that Valpo does get another key stop. I think you just kneel it out, let the half go.
Interesting to see them run it, though. I mean, yeah, you don't have any timeouts, so even if you complete the pass and go down in bounds, but, like, you don't really have anything to lose down 28-0. I feel like if I'm LaPorte, I'm just trying to take the shot here and change the game.
Let's go down 28-3 and see some Falcons-type miracle here.
Yeah, maybe. That's what they need.
Yeah.
Here they go, though, another 2-back set, so looking like another run.
Definitely is not no Tom Brady on this side of the ball. Not tonight, though. But they will go up the middle here. No first down, and it's going to be 3rd down, LaPorte. I think you definitely just need this one out. But 3 seconds, actually. 2, 1, and that is the end of the first half. Valpo is up 28-0 on LaPorte. Devin, let's take it to you.
Yeah, I'm greatly honored tonight to be able to talk about our veterans at PC3. It is a great honor to be able to talk about them. My grandpa served, and this is why it's a very big matter to me. My grandfather, he served in Vietnam. Chuck Watson, he passed away earlier this year, but he's very near and dear to my heart, very special to me. We got Haley Stallion's grandfather, Bill Young, who's a Vietnam veteran, 101st Airborne Army. Douglas Lang, Owen Herons, I don't know, U.S. Army Sergeant. We got Barney Weaver, Mr. Harvoth's father-in-law, Staff Sergeant in Vietnam. Jonathan Snyder, Francesca Plata's stepfather. He was a Army veteran from 2001-2004, National Guard from 2008 to 2012. Served in Afghanistan from 2009 to 2010. We have Timothy Farster, Emerson Farster's dad. He's a Navy veteran. Gerald Farster, Emerson Farster's grandfather, Navy veteran. And last, we got Jack Carter Fuson, Asher Vander Wood's great-grandfather, who was a 4-star Army general. And those are our heroes for PC3.
And we will take it down to Noah here for our sideline report.
All right, thanks, guys. Now we just got done. One of our own PC3 members scored a touchdown. Damari Gordon. Pass from Kellen Hosek. The Valpo Vikings have led a good charge against the LaPorte Slicers, leading 21-0. Now, LaPorte Slicers has been struggling on both sides of the ball, but this electric crowd has been stunning. And now, heading it back to you guys, to the box.
Thank you, Noah.
And thank you, Devin. That was very heartwarming halftime part. Thank you very much, and thank you to all of the veterans who have served this great country.
It was a great honor to talk about our veterans.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to the halftime music performance presented by the Valparaiso High School Band. Under the field direction of band directors, Miss Andrea Kessler, Miss Sarah DeRossi, and student drum majors, Margot Berger, Abigail Schaefer, and Evan Snyder. You will love the music we are performing tonight. We open with a song that was reintroduced and made popular by the film Guardians of the Galaxy. Composed in 1968 and written by Mark Gabe and reaching the number 5 spot in the 1969 on the Billboard 100, represent Hooked on a Feeling. Our second selection is a sneak peek to what the band will be performing at the Popcorn Festival Parade tomorrow. We present a song by the English singer-writer Kate Bush. It was released in the UK as the lead single from Bush's 5th studio album, Hounds of Love, on August 5th of 1985 by EMI Records. Enjoy our presentation of Running Up That Hill. next selection is based on a song written by Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson in 1966 for the Tamla label, a division of Motown. The composition was first successful as a 1967 hit single recorded by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell and became a hit again in 1970 when recorded by former Supremes frontwoman Diana Ross. The song became Ross's first solo #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Represent to you, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. We conclude our music program with a song by the Electric Light Orchestra, featured on the band's 7th studio album Out of the Blue in 1977. Written and produced by frontman Jeff Lynne, the song forms the 4th and final track of the Concerto for a Rainy Day. Or maybe we're not. We'll save Mr. Blue Sky for you some other time. Say goodbye to the band, everybody.
Let's give it up one more time for the Valparaiso High School Band. Also just received word from our sponsor this evening, Family Express. They also did not want to forget about us awesome fans. Everyone is a winner tonight. Simply download and open the Family Express app. Click the Viking mascot and claim a free beverage courtesy of Family Express. Thank you again to Family Express for their sponsorship. Do have some score updates for you. In Maryville, Crown Point 7, Maryville, correction, in Maryville, Crown Point 39, Maryville 7. At Lake Central, Portage 7, Lake Central 0. have a lost phone that was turned in up here at the press box.
And we are back from break here at Viking Field. Valpo is up 28-0 on the LaPorte Slicers. And let's talk about the first half highlights here.
It's been it was a very interesting half of football. I mean, Valpo dominated, but the LaPorte defense had interception in that first half, kind of made things happen. They were able to get a couple stops, but by the end, the defense had been on the field for so long that they were just struggling to get stops because of how long they were out on the field.
Yeah, LaPorte's offense, it's on and off, but when it's on, it's good. Like, you can see good running plays, good trick plays, just good plays in general, but the flags, the penalties have just been holding them back.
Yeah, it's just they've got to make something happen this half. The run game has been pretty good, but Valpo's defense just adapted to it and was able to stop the run, and that's where LaPorte's got to make something in the passing game happen.
Definitely. Valpo's student section and crowd in general has been great so far in this game.
A lot of energy for the Valparaiso Vikings in this half.
Yeah, Valpo will get the ball first as they deferred the ball and elected to kick.
And we're going to start the second half of the first DAC conference game for these two teams. Neither team has played a game yet, so they both have 0 wins and 0 losses, but it's looking like Valpo will be 1-0 in conference play.
Yeah, if Valpo keeps this up, then they will win this game. Offense has been rolling, defense has been even better. Let's just see if LaPorte made a change at half. But right now, 60 degrees, windy, and we are starting off the second half of football on a great Friday night.
We have to remember Valpo won coin toss, and now they'll be getting the ball here.
And it is caught around the 15-yard line here. Juju Stokes caught it, and up to the 30, still going.
Big pile push. Those are always fun to watch. Just everybody trying to push their guy for more and more yards.
Here we go.
Here comes the Valpo offense. Kellen has been very good this game after struggling last week. It'll be interesting to see how the LaPorte defense responds to the 28 points Valpo's offense has been put up.
Yeah, a lot of offensive threats here for Valpo. Kellen Hosek, Thomas Berta, Austin McKenzie, Juju Stokes, Damari Gordon. You can just go to anyone here on this offense.
Especially Keegan Bagley, who was amazing in that first half.
He's underrated this game here. I haven't really talked to him about it that much as he's running across the field.
Having Damari Gordon back also been helpful
the play
for
here,
Valpo.
it's going to be a handoff to Thomas Berta up the middle. He will gain about 4 yards on that play.
He pushed for way more. They're going to give him 7 yards. Looked like he went down at 4, but just a good push from the Valpo running back.
Yeah, Berta is able to push through like he's been all year so far. He's been very good, but LaPorte was able to stop him, which is pretty helpful.
Yeah, don't let him get the first down. But he was your player to watch last week, and he probably would have been all of ours every week with how good he is. But we didn't want to choose him because it would have gotten repetitive.
Yeah, here we go though. Kellen, another handoff to Berta up the middle, still going up to around the 50, still going. Almost to the 45-yard line. What a run for Thomas Berta.
Just unreal. This kid is so strong. What a run from number 4, Thomas Berta, as he continues to make his mark on this game and on this team.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Berta is the easy pick to go to, but because Valpo loves their run game.
And they're just going to keep feeding him the ball.
Here we go. First down here around the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Berta, but he will be stuffed for, I think, just an even amount here.
There you go. LaPorte's defense responding to the run, something that they have struggled to do so far.
That's definitely a positive for them.
But Trey Begel, the senior defensive end, gets home and is able to force a loss maybe, or just back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to stop the run here.
LaPorte's defense been pretty all right tonight. They've been able to keep Valpo from getting super big tonight. They had the interception.
Just been hard with the field position they've been given.
Yep, 2nd and 10 here. Kellen drops back for the pass, thrown up, and it is tipped off the fingertips.
Going for Jordan Saigon, whose name has not been mentioned a lot, with the return of Damari Gordon. Interesting to see the senior wide receiver, but there he is the intended target, but they weren't able to get him the ball. Excuse
Definitely
me.
a big third down here for LaPorte. Got to get that first drive. You got to get that first stop. Got to get momentum back on your side.
They're definitely wanting to stop here. 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10, very doable to get the stop here. Let's see what their defense can do.
Here we go. 3 down, 1 up here. Let's see what Valpo can cook up. Big 3rd down and 10. 2 minutes off the clock. Kellen will drop back. Thrown up, cross field over the middle, and he caught it. First down, Valpo.
What a catch. It was a great hit by the linebacker. Number 19, Logan Hay, was able to meet him at right when the ball got there. But just a great catch from Julian Stokes, and it's a first down for the Valparaiso Vikings.
Yeah, another reception for Juju. It's been such great watching him these last 3 weeks.
Yeah, very talented. Such a talented kid. He plays other sports. A really good basketball player too. But football is his sport, and he shows it every week at that wide receiver position.
Yeah, that's why I think Stokes is the player to watch for Valpo this game. We'll have to see if LaPorte's defense is able to do anything. Kellen is now 1 for 1 on 3rd down completions. Valpo's just been able to not get to the 3rd down. So that was his first one tonight.
Definitely. Only 2 minutes off his clock, and Valpo is already pushing downfield past the 50 on this first drive. A big 3rd down conversion here. Let's see a motion here. It's a little pass here. Good blocks, a cut inside, another juke. And he will go almost a first down all the way up to the 25.
There's Jordan Saigon. We didn't mention him a lot in the first half, but here he gets 2 targets early in the second half, and there's a little 8-yard screen pass. Good play from the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, what a great play there. We've really seen a lot from this Valpo offense. A lot of elements have really been brought together to make this such a powerful offense.
And that was set up by a kid having a great game. Keegan Bagley, the tight end, getting out there and blocking. He's done it catching to blocking. He's been like the perfect tight end in tonight's game.
Definitely. He might be player of the game here if Thomas Berta hasn't gotten those 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
There you go, though. Another wide receiver in motion. Austin McKenzie. It's going to be a touch pass to him, and he's going to get the first down.
We can do a co-player of the game if we want Berta, and then someone else if we want.
We'll talk about that after the 4th quarter and see what happens. There's a good wrap-up tackle by Dawson Sheave, able to force the very short gain for Valpo.
Yeah, first down Valpo. Really moving the chains here early on this quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Kellen Hosek has really changed maybe his mentality and his confidence in the second half starting early. Another motion here for Austin McKenzie. Let's see. It's a run up the middle. Thomas Berta got some blocks. He's cutting through at the 10, the 5, and it will be taken down around the 2.
That's the 2nd or 3rd time LaPorte's been able to stop Berta right before he gets the touchdown, but LaPorte has then let up the touchdown. So we'll see if they can hold them this time.
Yeah, but it's a quick play here. Valpo trying to get it. Will they get it? On 1st and goal. They're waiting to see.
It was the quarterback sneak
And
that
they're
they
gonna
did
mark
earlier,
him short
but
here.
they did not get it.
But they might go hurry up again. They're going to go hurry up.
Maybe just do it again, or maybe give this one to Berta.
I think Berta will get it here. Oh, never mind. They go QB sneak again. And Kellen will get through. 34-0 Valpo. Only 4 minutes into this quarter, and they score again.
What a night Kellen Hosek is having. He's got two rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown.
This is a big step up from last week. Even though he started off with that interception, it's been a big step up.
He's made up for that interception. Definitely redeemed himself. Kind of struggled in the first quarter, but in the second quarter and now in the third quarter, he's really picked it up, and that is exactly what Valpo wants to see out of their young junior quarterback.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe signs of struggle last week, but yeah. Here we go. The kick is up, and it will be good. 35-0 Valpo. LaPorte. It's not looking good for them. Took the replay. This was to set up the touchdown here. As we see, Thomas Berta getting all the way up to the 3 and the 2 and taken down.
But LaPorte was able to stop him like they've done a couple times tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised Berta went down there. Such great, just the hit from the back, but such great power, momentum and power he brings to the field. I'm surprised he got taken down short there.
A great pursuit from number 32 Jack Bronell on that play.
Yeah. So Valpo up 35-0 early on, or not early on in this game, about halfway through this game. And it has been all Valpo this game. LaPorte has had nothing to show, but their defense or their offensive little bit of offensive keys.
Let's see what their offense can do. Maybe Devin, your player to watch. Keegan Henkel can break off a big return and get LaPorte on the board. But if you're LaPorte, you're just trying to get something going here on offense.
You're just trying to get a score here. Just got to get something on the board.
We do have to remember LaPorte's quarterback is also a junior, just like Kellen Hosek.
So, yeah, this might as well be a bad game for him if he has not had any varsity experience. Here we go. Another kickoff for Valpo. They have all been good. All the bounces have been going Valpo's way. It is on Valpo's home turf, so, I mean.
Maybe LaPorte can get something going on this kickoff return or on the drive.
Definitely, but here we go. The kick is up, and it's a good kick all the way back to the 10-yard line. He really likes that spot. To the 20, some good blocks here, cutting through the middle, the 30. And will be taken around the 34-yard line.
Another decent return. He's been the highlight of today's game. He's been very good in the return game.
Yeah, definitely. That was another 24-yard return. That's great. That's what you want to see from your punt return.
He's been giving them good field position. Let's see if their offense can capitalize this possession.
Here we go. First down here for LaPorte. Good, decent field position to start here.
Yeah, coming in tonight, Keegan Henkel had an average of 30 yards on kick returns, and now they got him at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, definitely.
That one was only for 24 because Faulkner hasn't really gotten into the end zone. That might be where the wind has been playing in tonight because he's usually able to get some touchbacks, but tonight it's been like stopping right at that 10-yard line. As you said, he's like that spot.
Yeah, he has all night. And maybe the wind has been pushing it that way, but those are still really good kicks. And has really helped them. But some motion here from Keegan Henkel. Oh, but it's a run up the middle here. He will get about 4 yards on first down. So 2nd and 6.
Reed Raymond has also been a highlight for this LaPorte offense. A lot of rushing yards in today's game. Very impressed from him and his performance. Let's see what the LaPorte offense can do here on 2nd down. I would expect another handoff to Raymond. He's been a very solid player tonight.
Yeah, it's good that LaPorte's running back's been able to help out the offense since the quarterback's been struggling. But like we said, he's a junior as well. Valpo's quarterback has gone some growing pains, so we're just seeing LaPorte's growing pains.
Yeah, already halfway through this third quarter. No penalty. We haven't seen a penalty in a while here. Trying not to knock on wood here. So here we go. It's a run up the middle on 2nd down, and he will get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
So far this game, we only have 7 penalties, 3 for Valpo and 4 for LaPorte. Sorry.
Yeah, Valpo had 10 penalties last game. They really stepped it up. Early on, they had some struggles, but I think they really, I don't know. They just.
Very cool to see his first tackle in the year, Ben Fedorchuk, the junior linebacker. This is his first game along. He's another one making his season debut. There he gets a tackle on 2nd down, causes a short gain for LaPorte.
He had a very big injury last year. Great to see him back.
Yeah, Valpo's got 2 key players coming back for tonight's game as well.
Yeah, but motion here. It's a handoff. It's going to go. He's trying to cut through the middle, but will be stopped before. Oh, it might be a fumble here.
No, he just got pushed back, I think. So that's Raymond again, and it's going to be 4th and short. LaPorte's got to stay on and go for it. You got nothing to lose at this point.
Down 35, you got to go. Got to get something going for the Got to get something going for the offense.
And Valpo's bringing out their left guard, DeAndre Price, to just stack that middle of the line. He's a very big offensive lineman. They're just putting him there just so LaPorte can't do a QB sneak here on 4th down.
That big 4th down. You got to stuff the middle here if you are Valpo. Just keep stuffing up the middle. See what goes. But he's going to get up. He's open. The 40, the 30. Maybe it will cut in, but take it down at the 20. This is the momentum you need if you are LaPorte. First down LaPorte. They are moving the chains.
Reed Raymond, the running back, was able to get going, take advantage of Valpo's. And you see the replay here?
Replay. They were expecting the run up the middle, and he just broke it outside. Very smart play from the sophomore running back. Very impressive to see from him. He's been very impressive tonight.
We didn't even see it up here. We didn't even know it was going to happen. Usually we would just think the run up the middle and try and push through, but they went outside there.
Very smart play from a sophomore. Just a sophomore and a very veteran-like play.
Great call there, too. Now they got the momentum here. This is the first time they are almost in the end zone, or the red zone. Let's see.
Yeah, Reed's had 131 so far this year, coming into tonight's game, and probably has doubled that.
Here we go, first down. Dropping back. A little pass here. Trying to get some yards. pushing through, and we'll keep going. And he gets pushed back for a bit, but great first down play.
Reed Raymond is just making a statement on this drive. Very impressed from him, and he makes Valpo have to do that gang tackling that we've talked about tonight.
Yeah,
Making so many guys have to tackle one guy. Just a quick, smart decision by Penziel, and then not one, not two, and then here comes a group of Valpo defenders to stop him. So many defenders needed to take down this young running back.
Great run by Reed Raymond, or the great pass to be able to get going. Now we'll see what happens
here. Here we go. Second down, and he will be stuffed back. Great play by Valpo there. Got to get something.
There they gave it to their tight end fullback, Lucas Del Rio. He's gotten a couple short carries instead of giving it to their running back. They've just given a little short handoff to him. But there's Caleb Sharp, the senior defensive end, able to make the tackle.
Big third down here. Let's see what Valpo can do. Get a stop. Let's see what LaPorte can do. Try and score here. Big third down. Viking field is rocking. 2:42 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Third down. It's a little run. On the edge again. He will push through to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, LaPorte.
Reed Raymond, have yourself a drive. Very impressive from the sophomore running back. What a drive he had. Just carried the offense down the field.
2 great runs by him. It has been a good LaPorte drive. Let's take a look.
This replay is presented to you by Gage Realty. Just broke it off to the outside again. Valpo was stacking the box, ready for the run inside, and he just makes a quick move to the outside. And LaPorte was happy for the sophomore running back to get a touchdown.
That's really rare to see that. Valpo did not make an adjustment there. They could have seen on third down again. They could have adjusted to the outside. They didn't.
But LaPorte attacks it.
They did.
Yeah, this is great for LaPorte. Reed Raymond having a great night. Probably has doubled his running yards so far. We're still in the third quarter and keep going. And it's just, that was a good touchdown and being able to take advantage of Valpo's lack of stopping the run game.
And we've already seen some crazy comebacks this year. Maybe LaPorte can make magic happen in the second
they took a lot of clock off the time. 7 minutes in that drive alone. That was a lot of time wasted, and you still have to score a lot. But your defense needs to stop here.
But now they got momentum going towards LaPorte. Now we can see if they can, the defense for LaPorte has been strong. If they can hold Valpo, keep it close, and then LaPorte's able to push back, we can see LaPorte start getting back into this game.
Yeah, I definitely think, well, Valpo's momentum is...
It'll be interesting to see what Kellen Hosak, Valpo's quarterback, can do, as he struggled last week, struggled early in this game, but he's back to his week 1 self here. Interesting to see what him and the rest of the Valpo offense can do.
Definitely. Kellen has really pushed through all the negativity he got from last week, all the hate that he got. But let's see.
Lake Central will have to be kicking the ball. They've been struggling with the kick tonight.
It'll be Austin McKenzie and Gage Finley back.
Yeah, but a minute 41 left in this third quarter. A little bit of struggle here from that Valpo defense on that last drive, but let's just see. The offense has been really clicking lately. A lot of weapons here. Let's see what can happen. Yeah, but Juju Stokes and Gage Finley.
Austin McKenzie's back deep this time.
Oh, back. Austin McKenzie, apologies, is back deep this time, as long as Juju Stokes.
Austin and Gage.
Oh, my bad. It's okay. Here we go, taken at the 30, and he will be stopped.
Taken at the 10, and it was taken up to the 30.
My bad, apologies.
We're good, we're good.
It's been a long night here.
We'll see if LaPorte's defense able to hold Valpo here.
They have kind of struggled to do it, but let's see what they can do here on this drive. Maybe get a stop that they were able to do early in that first quarter. Maybe force another interception. That would be a huge turning point, especially after you just scored a touchdown.
Yeah, now LaPorte's got the momentum here. If they get an interception, they'll be close, get another touchdown, and then they'll be climbing back. They might not be able to make a full comeback, but they'll get momentum going into their next game.
Yeah, definitely, but this might be a bad start for LaPorte. Starting 0-3 would not be good, but Valpo, after that loss in week 1, has really pushed through. But here we go, handoff here to Thomas Berta, up the middle. Gets about 5 yards and pushes through. good first down there.
Valpo has gone to their sophomore quarterback, Tice Custy, making his varsity debut right now.
Yeah, definitely took out Kellen here. You're up so much. Might as well get the backups in.
Don't want to risk injury. And now Gage Finley was the one on the carry. Excuse us in here in the booth. Valpo just made a large group substitution after going up 35-7.
Yeah, definitely take those starters out. Don't want to risk injury here, as we've seen Kellen get shaken up early on in this game.
We'll see what LaPorte's able to do here.
Some motion here by Keegan. Here we go. A little pitch here. But pressure here, taken back, but still up. Oh, but taken down here.
Oh, I heard a loud contact on that one. The flag was thrown right after,
yeah,
and it would be interesting to see because there was, I mean, really no reason. It sounded like a tackle. Somebody led with their head in there. It'll be.
Yeah, let's take a look back at that.
So we can see on our instant replay.
Yeah, good pitch there, but just.
He's making good moves in the backfield, but there was a lot of gang tackling. So.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh, no flag. Yeah, I think it was just loud contact. It kind of sounded like a helmet pop, but I think it was just a loud tackle.
Yeah, but that'll be the end of the third quarter, though. Valpo up 35-7, taking the starters out, and we will be back.
Passing it to a break.